fire, air, water, earth. You've heard the stories of avatars Kyoshi, Roku, Aang, and Korra. But it's time for new stories to be told. In every era, there are those who seek to maintain the balance and harmony in the world, and those who seek to upset it. How will these stories unfold, and what heroes will rise to the occasion? Hi, welcome back to Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. I am your Game Master, Josh. I am joined once again by my friends, Kiera, Oz, and Morgan. Megan, unfortunately, could not be joining us. However, we do have an Ahanu cam now set up in her place. And so, last episode, or last session, there was a whole lot of things that happened. You can either go back and watch the epic 2.5 hour fight and conclusion to our missing children save the political atmosphere of Ba Sing Se arc, or our good friend Oz can give you the recap of what happened at the very end.
Friends. So, a brief recap. Aya, Avani, and Karma returned home having discovered the children beneath an exhibit at the Lower Circle Zoo. Talarock was making noodles. No one wanted the noodles except for Karma. That's fine. So this was at dusk, and at dusk we went over to Ambassador Quinn's residence to find that she was not there. Karma and Talarock basket toss Aya up to the roof of that building. Aya shot a flare from the roof. Ambassador Quinn returned home, ninja style. Quinn was hesitant to join us on a rescue mission for the children because she did not want to be caught and cause a political international incident between the Fire Nation and the Earth Nation. After some convincing from Aya, Ambassador Quinn went and got Tan, the Firebender, leader of the Imperial Guard, and the 6 of us, 7 if you count Ahanu, traveled to the zoo, where the Cat Gators took a special interest in Ahanu. We noted that for later. We broke into the hidden lair. Aya set Talarock's cloak on fire. Talarock ran down and gave the acting performance of his life. Led the guards outside. The rest of the team split up in the underground cavern and took on Hana and the remaining guards to rescue the children, while topside, Ambassador Quinn and Talarock fought off the remainder of the Feng mercenary, including Li Feng himself. Talarock sacrificed most of them to the Cat Gators. Ambassador Quinn, I believe, took down Li Feng? One of them took down Li Feng. What are they called? The peace officers.
Anti-corruption task force.
The anti-corruption task force comes in, sees that the zoo is very on fire. Ambassador Quinn has disappeared. The children off of Kiera and Morgan's backs also disappeared, leaving behind only the tiny stone bears that Avani crafted in the baby Bjorns that they also crafted. Ambassador Quinn and the children are gone. The anti-corruption task force has a lot to clean up, and the team takes this opportunity to make their exit, and that's where we are now.
Wonderful. Thanks, Oz.
Thank you.
All right. We return as you all sort of dash out of there. Tan also, I forgot to mention last time, Tan also split. He was able to regain enough consciousness to get out of there.
Because I wasn't sure.
Yeah. He split, leaving behind a note that Aya had. And Aya, since Megan's not here, Aya has split to go with Tan and the Firebenders and Ambassador Quinn, based on the note that she has been given. But the three of you now with Ahanu are just sort of dashing around. You get to a point to where you realize no one's following you. No one really cared. The anti-corruption task force is busy arresting and processing all of the fanged mercenaries, Li Fang and Hana, and going down into the catacombs area of the Crystal Cavern and trying to figure out what was going on, and also what the zoo was happening with it. So, what would you three like to do now?
I had a thought of like we're probably smelly and covered in whatever from battling, so I mean we could always go get a change of clothes and do something.
Yeah, Talrock's outfit is very singed. I think we need to go clothes shopping for.
Oh yeah, in all the
Yeah.
running and the battle, Talrock, by this point your shirt has like it's now both sleeves off. It's just like hugging your waist as so like your top half of your top half
Reverse
is
crop top.
yeah, it's reverse crop top going on.
Awful. We need to fix this immediately.
All right, so you head home, get changed, maybe get some food, replenish your energy. It is now the sun starting to rise. Because you know that battle happened at night and you got out of there in the morning. Sweetie is just now like
battle where you light a zoo on fire.
yeah, Sweetie is now just waking up. Just this big giant bear, platypus bear yawn, and just like giant up. It just starts like hitting the ground, being like breakfast, breakfast.
Give Sweetie the leftover noodles from last night.
Sweetie sniffs them and happily eats as much as Sweetie can.
Incredible. Are noodles good for platypus bears?
And keeps it down.
Keeps it down.
What are you saying about my cooking?
You just asked if noodles were bad for platypus bears. I was just making sure.
Also, we've all been traumatized by noodles by now. We know the consequences of eating noodles. Please be safe when eating your noodles.
Practice noodle safety every day.
This was a PSA.
I love it.
I don't know, guys. What do you think about doing?
So I don't know about you two, but I would love to get clothing on the top half of my body.
You're back at your house. You can just go.
Yeah.
Do I have multiple clothing?
Yeah. In the supplies from way back with Omashu and everything. You had supplies and change of clothes and stuff like that. You just haven't really been utilizing it all that much. You might have to do some like
But it's
laundry.
not water dried clothes.
I'll ask you, Oz. Do you think Talrock would have brought some spare changes of clothes with him as he wandered around the Earth Kingdom?
I don't think Talarock grabbed extra clothes on his way to begin his journey in the world.
All right, well then it's just Earth Kingdom clothes.
The
same goes for
context,
Carmine.
Talarock has like fur sleeves, like around the shoulder, like on the area of the original one. So Talarock is going to take the fur off of the rags of his Water Tribe shirt and put it on the Earth Kingdom shirt.
Roll with to rely on your skills and training. Roll with focus.
My dice have not been rolling well today. This is the first good roll. That's a 12.
Oh, perfect. Master craftsmanship. The fur looks beautiful. It's not going anywhere. Uh, if you weren't super paying attention and Talarak was walking down the street, you might assume that Talarak was from the high-end area of Ba Sing Se, where they do have fur lining their clothes.
I'm fancy. I'm a fancy boy.
What do the rest of you want to do, and or does Talarak want to do more?
I mean, is there anything that we have to tie out as far as loose ends before we leave? I have an idea of what I want to do, but I don't want to do it with the rest of the group, and I don't want them to know when I do it.
I also have something I want to do. The group can come, but also I'm not sure I would want them to.
Mm.
Karma.
You, Karma.
I don't know what to do. They can do what they want. I'm gonna go do crazy things.
Josh says, "Don't split the party." Everyone decides to split up the party.
What's party?
Listen,
Josh says,
Karma can come with me.
I guess
I'm
my only
probably gonna
request.
need backup.
I guess my only request really was don't leave Ba Sing Se. So I guess you guys can split up if you want.
Hooray.
God, nerd.
All right.
Mine won't, I was gonna say mine won't take long because then I was gonna I was gonna sneak off and go see what Colorado was gonna do anyway.
We're all sneaking.
Okay.
We all want to know the business.
I get a secret.
Everybody
No.
roll 2d6. Roll your 2d6.
That's an 8.
Ooh, that's a 5.
I also got an 8.
Roll.
Roll again, you two. The 8s.
Yo. I rolled an 8.
All right.
Time.
So Karma, I guess, wants to do random shenanigans. We'll start with Karma, and then go to Talarak, and then go to who's following Talarak, who is Avani.
Yo, wait, hold on. Why am I going first?
Because you rolled highest.
Say the lowest roll goes first.
We'll have Avani following Talarak before Talarak goes.
No, wait, I have to do one last thing anyway. I want to do one small little bitty thing, and then I was
Oh.
gonna follow Colorado.
Okay,
so.
all right. We can do lowest roll first then. Okay.
Oh boy. Drama. Here we go. Okay, anyway.
Sure, that I wasn't ready for. I have to think of my shenanigans.
Okay. Here's gonna think of Karma shenanigans. Avani, what you doing?
Well, here we go. What I wanted to do was I was going to go find, because a lot of things have changed since I've been in here when I was a little kid. I was gonna go find a spot far away from the rest of the group to pay homage to my sister.
Oh, I see. We're doing that part of it. Okay.
But it was gonna be something small. It's fine.
Okay.
If you don't want to do that yet, it's fine.
No, it's fine. It's nice that we're gonna do the sad thing first and then move on to the funny stuff. I think it's appropriate.
Yay! Yay!
All right.
Perfect.
So, you sort of walk off as Talarak is sewing and just meticulously working at putting the fur onto their new clothes, and Karma is just kind of doing Karma things, you know, having fun playing with Sweetie and then doing other stuff. So you kind of slink away. You head down towards the lower ring. There is an old park that is now kind of run down, abandoned. No one goes there. But back in the day, you and your sister used to frequent the park very often. Every once in a while, maybe your brother would accompany you, sort of like as a chaperone. But for the most part, it was just you and your sister who would be there because it was a fairly safe place, even though the lower ring is very seedy and uh, dangerous. The park was sort of like a safe haven for kids, and at the time, you two were the only kids who were ever there. So you make your way down to that area. At this point, the park has one sort of giant tree in the middle of it, while the things that were like a area where you could play a specific rock ball kind of game, and like sort of like jungle gyms, swings, and such. Those are all run down and broken, but this tree still stands in the middle of it.
I'm gonna go to the tree. Um, and I want to place, um, because at the beginning I said something like I was wearing, something from my past life. Hold on, I gotta figure out what I said that I was wearing. I don't remember. Um, oh, it was a necklace. Okay, so I I want to take this necklace that I've been wearing off for a minute at this tree, um, and kind of sit for a minute and almost as if like I'm talking to her while I'm sitting at the tree talking to her about what I've done so far and where I've been and I've come back, um, and all the adventures that I've made and the friends that I've made. Um, but ultimately saying that I miss her and wish that she was here and how it should have been me who was not here and her who should have been here because she would have loved being with the friend group that I have.
As you sort of do this little communion with and communion and uh, paying your respects and making a little shrine to your sister, you start to notice like little not uh they're not turtle duck. What are they? You know what? No, screw it. You see little turtle ducks walking in a line. You can see that there's just two small ones that seem to have been separated from the group of their family. They look they both look sort of freshly hatched, maybe a few days old, and they're walking near you, going to like pass between you and where you're sort of talking to your sister, walking in the middle.
How far away is their family from where they're at by me?
Looking around, you can see that they're not too far away. In fact, uh, there's two adult turtle ducks, and then there's three or four other small ones. And the small ones are all following one of the adult ones as the second adult one is sort of like keeping an eye on the other two, and if they get into trouble, we'll walk over and like herd them back.
Okay. Um, because I was going to try and get them back over to where their family is.
You can still do that if you want.
Okay, yeah, that's I'm gonna do that.
Okay. You are able to actually roll. Roll with harmony.
How many? Okay. I got a 6 plus 1, so a 7.
Okay. You sort of like lay out your hands, and the little turtle ducks look at you like little quack 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 as you sort of usher them into your hands, and then you sort of bring them over to where the adult turtle ducks are in the other little group, and they event as they get off your hands and they rejoin the group and leave. You can see that they turn back around, like quack 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 quack, and they sort of are waggling their tails as like they're waving, sort of deal. And then they turn back and they disappear from your line of sight as they go under a little hedge.
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. Okay, no.
Hey, we said we're gonna do the sad stuff before the fun stuff. This is what happens.
Damn it, no. Okay, I'm gonna take a minute because that's gonna make me cry, and I feel like that would make Avani cry.
All right, Avani just sits there crying.
Okay. So after that, I'm gonna like wipe away my tears and then try to like get myself to divert myself from what's going on. I put the necklace back on, because I don't want to. Part of me wants to leave, and another part of me doesn't. So, um, I put the necklace back on. I say one last goodbye to sister in the shrine that I kind of made. Um, can I carve mine and my sister's name into the tree?
Yeah, that'll be easy enough. You make sort of like little earth knife and out of stone, and are able to carve your name and your sister's name into the tree.
Perfect. After that, I'm starting to walk back to the house, and yeah, that's all I wanted to do.
All right. You as you head back to the house, you notice you can hear some noises behind you. Uh, you you turn to look, and you can see that the two little turtle ducks have decided to follow you.
Oh no! Am I gonna be taking care of two turtle ducks? Okay, so I'm gonna try to talk to them, going like, "Hey guys, no, 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 you should stay with your um, that's not okay."
As you sort of are talking to them and trying to like get them to turn back around, they do that little like animal thing where they turn, take like 3 steps, and then look back, and then like quack 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 quack, and then like recircle back to you.
Oh, I'm gonna be taking care of turtle ducks. But I'll just scoop them up, and I don't know what else I could do.
As you scoop them up and start to and turn to like re-go back home, you can see the adult turtle duck just often not super far away, but in like the distance sort of deal. Who's just like standing there sort of stoically and just kind of like nods its head like, mm-hmm, and then turns back to get back to the rest of the group.
I'm legit crying right now. Anyway,
All right.
okay.
Just as Talarak is heading out to do whatever Talarak was gonna do, Avani walks into the through the door with two turtle ducks in her arms, obviously in tears, crying and looking as if something had happened.
I think Talarock passes Avani on the way through the door. Avani weeping, just like, There may or may not be two turtle ducks here when I return. We might be adopting them. We'll see what happens. And then just goes.
Okay. Tarlak, you walk off. In what direction are you headed to?
I'm headed towards the palace where I last saw Jin on patrol.
Ah, I see. Okay. So you start
Hold on, did he
walking.
give me his address?
No, but you do have that. He did get that note that said, "Hey, meet here for your armor," that you delivered before the fight.
In that case, I'm gonna go there first.
Okay. You head off to the meeting place that you decided.
I'd like to imagine it's sort of like a fountain in the middle ring.
So romantic. Okay. Actually, in fact, you know that fountain in the episode of the Bossing Say where Zuko goes on that date? Well, it's that fountain. Like brand new. They just made it, so like it's currently lit up. It is morning, so like they haven't had time to put out the lights yet, but it is lit up right now. The sun is rising. It's this nice, beautiful pinkish orange hue. The same backdrop that just a few minutes ago Avani was having a whole emotional episode, but now in a different light, different context as Talrock heads there. Oz, can you roll with creativity?
I'm rolling hot tonight. That's my second 11, which plus 1, 12.
Okay. So very simple. As you're walking, you can sort of hear behind you. You're not entirely sure where it's from, but someone's definitely following you, and it kind of sounds like they're trying to shush some ducks.
Am I? How close am I to the fountain?
You are about. You can see it, but it's like you still got like one block of street to go. You can see it though.
Are there like alleyways and side streets that I can quickly duck into?
Yeah, there are a handful that you could choose to duck into.
Cool. I'm going to dash into an alleyway and make a wall of ice behind me.
All right, you dash into an alleyway, and as you make a wall of ice behind you, a few minutes later, you can see someone who is like 6 feet tall with a small group of actual legit ducks, and being like, "Oh, the zoo's gonna love these guys. Yeah, new exhibits, new people, awesome."
I'm fine with this. I'm gonna just keep heading toward the fountain, but I'm still gonna be like paranoid.
Okay. You head to the fountain. You see Jin not looking at you, back to you, is just sort of standing around, looking around. He doesn't have his guard's uniform on, obviously. He is in sort of the clothes that you originally met him in, which is sort of like loose fitting robes. He's got his hands bandaged up as if he's ready to get into another like underground fight sort of deal. He's probably here right before or after some undercover work kind of deal.
Is there a tea shop in this little like fountain square?
No, you would have to go a few blocks away.
Okay, I was just gonna bring him a drink. No, I'm just gonna go up to him with the armor.
Okay, you walk up. He doesn't really notice you at first. He's just sort of like in his head, not sure what he's thinking about, but he's just kind of zoned in.
I'm not gonna get within swinging distance. I'm gonna stand a few feet away and say, "Hey."
As you say, "Hey," he turns, and it's a scene of you're standing on one side of the fountain. He's sort of on the other side of the fountain, like not flanking, but you know, like outlining the fountain. There's a breeze that comes by and just sort of whoosh, hair gets ruffled. The robes sort of get moved, clothing gets stirred, as you are just both staring at each other. And he looks at you. Oh, hey.
I have the armor in a very large bag.
Oh, did you? Are you saying that you have it, or did you tell that to him?
Large laundry bag full of
Oh,
the armor.
just with you. Okay. Is that my is that my
Yeah,
armor?
it's your yeah.
Yeah. Y- um. I guess thanks for returning it.
I guess sorry for borrowing it.
Yeah, you had important stuff to do. I'm sure. You know.
Yeah. Did you hear about the Fang mercenary raid?
Oh yeah, something about it. I mean, it's crazy, but like I've been kind of busy with my own underground work going on.
Well, let's just say you're welcome.
Oh well, absolute hero. But you could have just asked. Uh, I would have happily helped.
I know, but it was just a really tense situation, and I panicked, and you panicked, and
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's my bad.
no, it's definitely my bad. I should not have stolen your armor off of your unconscious body.
Well, you know what? If the roles were reversed, I probably would have done the same thing.
Well, that brings me some comfort, I guess.
Yeah, and you see he kind of like awkwardly starts to look around. Well, this fountain sure is beautiful, huh?
There is. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. They just put it in, I think. Yeah.
So, do you want to tell me a little more about what you're doing with your other investigations?
Well, honestly, I would if I could, but you can't
Is there
say
any way I
anything
can
as
help to sort of, make up for any inconvenience I caused you?
Tyler, as you ask that question, at that moment, out of the corner of your eye, you catch just a little bit of Avani's sort of hair flowing in the wind behind like a pillar. And maybe I don't know if Karma's doing shenanigans right now or having followed you, but if Karma, did you also want to follow Talarak? No, okay, then Karma's not part of this.
Just an explosion a few miles away.
Yeah, there's you hear something weird way back.
A shiver goes up Talarock's spine, but he doesn't do anything about it.
Anyway, I'll let you know if there's something you can do. But I do need that armor for my other job, of course.
Of course, I hand him the clanging bag.
You turn to like grab the bag, and because it's like the little awkwardness, it takes you a little bit to realize that like, oh, you should probably like tie it up a little bit because it's sort of open. And at that point, he's like walked forward, and as you look up, you're just like staring face to face.
Uh, hmm.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, it's my bad. I should have the bag.
Oh, no, you were. I just
No,
thought
it's
it'd be
totally,
easier.
totally.
Yeah.
Talarock just like rubs the back of his neck.
Anyway, you
Do you
want
want to
to?
get another drink sometime?
Oh yeah. I mean, I was about to ask the same thing. I don't know if you're busy or anything, but
I look at where the Avani hair was. Is it still there?
I ask if I could just like loudly whisper, "They're not busy."
you. Yeah, Talrock, you obviously hear in like sort of on the wind. They're not busy. Uh, you do not see if you can't like tell if Jen saw it or not.
No, I'm not busy right now.
Oh well, I mean, I have some stuff to do, but uh, I have an idea. And he takes like your arm, and he like pulls out, uh, like for whatever reason, like a little, like the ink and quill kind of deal, and he writes down something. You're currently like not you're just like dead staring at where Avani
I'm
is, being like,
gone.
so
Absolutely
like, yeah,
gone.
as he writes something down. He says, well, that's where I'm gonna be in he when he finishes. Well, that's where I'm headed to next after I'm finished with some of this stuff. Maybe we can catch up there and get something to drink then.
Can I read it? Like, is it legible?
It's legible, yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I would love that.
All right.
Can I squeal a little bit, like a little from the corner?
Can I shoot like a tiny little like finger-sized ice spear at the pillar? Not at Avani, at the pillar.
Roll to rely on skills and training.
That's gonna be plus one is going to be a 10.
And yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, you shoot like a little ice. You do like a little pew and like an ice, little
It's behind
ice
me,
sphere.
right?
Well, no, because you can see Ivani's hair, so so it's
Oh, okay.
sort of,
I think like arm at the side and the wrist just sort of like flicks out, like.
yeah, pew, and then it hits the pillar, as you look at Jin and you hear him say, "Man, the birds in Boston Say are getting weirder and weirder."
I know these weird calls, these mimic
Oh,
birds.
I don't like I heard squack a few nights ago. Like that was weird.
I think that's actually the northwestern firebird.
Wait, a firebird? Why would a firebird be here? That's like the Fire Nation.
Well, I mean, there was a zoo.
I guess, but like the zoos in the lower ring suck. Well, I could. I mean, I was in the middle ring. I shouldn't complain. It's a pretty nice zoo. I hear
No,
they
it's
get.
a bad zoo.
I hear they're
It's a
getting.
very bad zoo.
I hear the middle ring's getting some ducks. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, I did hear about that. Maybe we could check it out sometime after that drink.
He looks at you a little like, yeah, sure. Yeah, that sounds great. And then he's like, well, all right, well, I gotta
There.
go. And
Is
he
he just, like-
grabs his stuff and then starts to walk off. At this point, Tarek, you look down at your arm to fully read what it says. You know it's legible, but you didn't know what it said. It notes that after he's done with his undercover work here and gonna like exit the guard, he's headed to the Fire Nation to do some work with the Earth Kingdom ambassador to the Fire Nation. So going to the Bossing Say Zoo after he's finished is gonna be like, I won't be here, but all right, whatever.
Did he just? All right.
I didn't catch that. I just heard. Is he just?
It's fine. I'm taking what I can get.
All right.
I think I just kind of look down at the writing on my arm and I just take a minute to like appreciate the penmanship.
No, it says something like if like Fire Nation has the name of an island on it. It says the name of the Earth Kingdom ambassador, and it says like this date, which is pretty much right when he's finished doing his undercover work, and like getting that sting operation done. He's gonna go to the Earth King. Earth King's gonna assign him that, and then he's gonna be going.
I think I'm just appreciating, like I'm just remembering like how he held my wrist, how it felt to have him right on my arm.
At this
I'm
point,
just enjoying the moment, and then I'm.
sorry. As you enjoy the moment, looking at your wrist, just kind of staring at it, Jin has walked off. Avani walks up.
You enjoy the show?
I'm just squealing the entire time. with my ducks.
Are we keeping those?
I hold them close.
The ducks are
Yes.
both sort of like perched on Avani's shoulders, like one on each shoulder.
Like a double pirate. Got it.
Yeah, double pirate sort of deal.
Let's go get them some duck food.
But they have the four little flipper feet. So like you see the two feet in front of at Avani's front, 2 feet with Avani's back, and you see this sort of like happily kicking as like Avani walks, pretending like they're swimming.
Let's go get these guys some duck food. And then we cut to Karma's adventure.
Yeah, you guys head off to find some duck food for these 2 new turtle ducks. As we cut back to earlier that day, Karma is finished playing with Sweetie as you leave, and then Avani walks in, and then Avani, after a little bit, gets herself composed and is like, "I'm gonna go follow Dollar Rock," and then leaves. So Karma, what is it that you are doing today?
You know, Josh, that's such a good question. Karma is gonna go outside
Right.
of the building for starters. Yes, thank you. Solid decision. And then find the nearest establishment.
Just-
Which is
Is there a specific type of establishment you want to find, or just in general?
no. We're going on an adventure.
Okay. All right.
The nearest establishment, Josh.
All right, you head off to the nearest establishment. As you're walking around, I don't know how much Karma has like toured the city by just following Talrock previously, or just doing other shenanigans, flying in the air. But you end up getting to what you think is the closest one, and it happens to be sort of like a full spa sort of deal. The face masks, foot scrub, all that kind of thing.
Nice. We're gonna go into that establishment.
Okay, you walk in. It's not super busy, but there are some people already there, and like this woman who looks very like proper, super stressed, has like a bun with like the needle point sort of stuff. Walks up to you. Hello. How may I help you today?
Hi. What is this?
Why, this is the Bossing Say health spa, of course.
Health spa. What is a health spa?
It's I mean, it's a health spa. We do like facial treatments, try and rejuvenate the skin, get some energy back. It can also help if like your chi's been blocked. We can assist with that. Yeah, the only thing we don't unfortunately have is sort of like a steam room bathhouse sort of situation like the Spa Sing Se has across the way on the other side of the middle ring.
Nice.
So what can I do for you today?
Well, what's your deal?
I mean, if you want the standard sort of foot scrub, just general cleansing sort of deal, it would be 5 gold pieces. If you want anything specific, like what we call the King's package, we would charge up to 25 gold pieces. If you just want like a sort of like a foot scrub, or like a sort of like a mud masks kind of deal, just like one thing, it would probably be like a 1 gold piece. We don't usually just do one thing though. Most people get like a multiple stuff done.
What was the first thing again?
But this just the standard kind of deal. Just a general cleansing would be 5 gold pieces.
I need a good cleansing. Let's do that.
All right. She holds out her hand for the 5 gold pieces.
And I give her 5 gold pieces.
Is Haru's camp moving, or is it just me? Okay. Okay. So you hand her the 5 gold pieces. She takes it. She leads you around. You are pampered and cleansed. There's like 2 younger ish, probably like in their mid 20s ish girls who are sort of leading you around and helping you with like the mud scrubs and like the mud masks and the foot scrubs and everything, just sort of getting you generally cleansed and such. You see that even though like you've been bathing and such to get off other grime that has happened throughout the days, a whole lot more is getting off in this because they're like deep cleaning things. And particularly as an airbender, your feet don't generally get super dirty because you're usually up in the air a lot, but like your hair has gotten into like this huge sort of branchy, leafy mess kind of deal that, and like tangled up, and they're just sort of like getting it unmessed and like getting it some doing some curling so it doesn't look just like straight and flat. It's got like some volume to it and such. They do sort of offer to adjust it so that it goes over like your tattoos, but of course refuse because airbender. But yeah, they give it some volume and such, and yeah, after like 2-3 hours, you are fully cleansed and have just had a great day. Not really a great day because the day's not over, but you've just had a great time.
Good. I am psyched. I go and I yeah. Great.
All right. As Karma exits the bathhouse, well, the spa sort of area, you can see just a few house buildings down is Talarock and Avani walking. They have like little bags of feed with them, and you can see Avani not just looks very happy and is like asking Talarock a bunch of like little questions that seem to be either striking some kind of nerve, good or bad, with Talarock, or Talarock just sort of like being like, next question, nope, not answering that one, not yet, good day. Awkward.
Can I like sprint at them?
Yeah, the
Full run.
you full run sprint. They're not paying attention. They're sort of like looking at each other, just doing like occasional glances at the road, and suddenly just bam, you like clothesline into them, and all 3 of you just are on the ground. Turtle ducks are fine.
My children. I'm protecting my children.
The turtle ducks are fine.
Just fully
May we
winded
help
and
you?
completely flattened on the pavement. Talarock just, hi, Karma. Hello.
Guys, listen. I just had the greatest time.
That's awesome.
I want to hear about your fun, super exciting days. And I
Really
see,
sounds exhausting. That's all that happened.
Baby.
I'm gonna get
Baby.
up, help Ivani up only,
Oh,
so I
Karma.
can also admire the duck.
Karma, you did note that when Talrock left, they had a sack. They're now returning without a sack.
Sus.
Karma, 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 Karma.
Money, money,
I got
money.
babies. Look at them. They're so cute.
There's.
We named the ducks.
What'd you
Yes.
name them? I need to know right now.
I have a male duck named Bo and a female duck named May.
Okay, Bo and May. Got it.
One is male, the other one is female. Bo is male, May is female.
All right.
And then I'm gonna go on and sing. Also, Tyler had met Jen.
It's over Ivani's mouth.
Uh,
Bill,
both of you roll with focus.
who's both of you?
Talrock and Avani. Sorry.
I rolled a 10 plus 1, 11.
Crap. I roll a 5 plus 2, so a 7.
Avani, you aren't able to catch it in time as Talrock just ices over your mouth. And you get out. Talrock.
Talrock got rid of Jin's armor. Gave it back to Jin.
There's more. I can sense it. Talark, you're hiding something from me. Talark, tell me.
All that needs to be said right now.
Tell me your secrets.
Karma, roll with creativity.
Oh shit, hold on. Oh, sorry. You said what? Creativity?
Yep.
Got a 0 in creativity.
Karma's not that creative, apparently.
I have an 8.
In 8, you notice not like the full message sort of deal, but you do notice that Talrock is like hiding their arm in a way of like they're just purposely they're keeping it behind them kind of deal, trying to make sure that like you aren't seeing it.
Okay, so Talrock is now standing.
Yeah, everyone's now standing.
Good. Okay. Can I want to like scooch up real close to Talrock and just kind of like squat down a little and like rest my head on his shoulder and be like, "Hi, Talrock. What you got there?"
Hold up a bag of duck feed. Some duck feed.
No, the duck feed. What's you got there on your arm?
Skin.
It's not very polite to keep secrets from your friends, Talrock.
It's not very polite to pry into your friend's personal matters, is it, Karma?
You know, you have a lovely face.
Can I try and motion to like Karma to try and get the ice off of my mouth?
Roll with creativity.
I got a 7 plus 2, so a 9.
Oh no.
All right. You're. If you want to take the fatigue to where only Karma can notice, then you can do that. Or both Talrock and Karma are going to notice that you are signaling, like, get the ice off my mouth.
Oh, good. I'm gonna go to both of them. Yeah.
Okay, okay. You both sort of are doing this little weird back and forth interrogation, and then suddenly you just see like Avani just like moving around frantically, gesturing to the ice over their mouth.
Ducks in it too, so the ducks are trying to get
I
them.
think at this point I'm giving up and I'm just gonna melt the ice.
It wasn't very polite of you to do that to Avani.
Well, Ivani was going to do the impolite thing of gossiping about things.
Excited! Let me be excited, okay? I'm so emotional.
You can be excited about Bo and May.
Fine, it's fine. It's okay. Keep your secrets. I'll just remember this.
At the mention of Bo and May, as Avani attempts to spill what happened between Jin and Talrock, you get bombarded by just the cacophony of the two turtle ducks going quack 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 quack, as if they're trying to tell you what happened. So you cannot hear over whatever Avani's saying because she's just drowned out by the two ducks, turtle ducks trying to like tell you, but they're turtle duck. They're quacking. You can't understand what they're saying.
At this point, I think I'm giving up and I'm just showing Karma my arm.
Karma, you look at Talrock's arm. It is just smudgy symbols. Like someone has sweated so much that the writing had just sort of just, you know, like when you write something on your hand and then your hand gets sweaty and then it just starts to smudge around everywhere. That's what is on Talrock's arm. It just looks like there was symbols there, but it's now just all been smudged and you can't really read it.
Karma looks at it and goes, huh, and then walks away.
You made all this fuss about it for nothing?
Yeah, you don't want to tell me, so like.
What do you? I showed you.
Talrock, you look down.
She can't read it, so she's not interested.
I see the problem now.
She's like,
Avani, just tell Karma. I know you want to.
Keep your secrets. It's okay.
No, Avani, tell Karma.
Happens
and then
again.
I go into the
Happens again. The moment you try and start to say about what happens, Bo and May yet again pick up on your energy and just start quacking out, just being like this quack 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 quack. If anyone was, it's not possible. If anyone could speak animal, Ahanu, Talrock, did you take Ahanu with you?
Yeah, Ahanu's with me.
Okay, Ahanu is the only one who can understand what's being said, and what Ahanu is hearing is, so the slightly tall one went off and like met another person, and like our mother was like, hey, look, we should go farther away. We were like, yeah, let's go farther. And then they hand you a sack, and it's like very weird, not understanding the context or anything, explanation, and at some point, as Avani's trying to explain and like quiet the ducks, Ahana starts squeaking in response to said ducks and is like, yeah, well, that's like this is how Talrock like goes about it, you know. This is just what my boy does. Yeah. Look, that's just what Talrock does, right? That's how they roll.
Ahanu's just a strong man.
But what everyone else is hearing is squeak, just the highest possible pitch squeak.
Can I tell Karma, okay, Jin and I are gonna get a drink. I returned his armor and we're gonna get a drink.
I'm gonna say that, yeah, the cacophony of noise was quiet enough to where Karma could hear at least that Jin and I are gonna get a drink.
Nice.
I don't. Someone decided to follow me when I returned Jin's armor.
I want to shout. Can I hear them? Can I hear Talrock say that?
Yeah, you can hear 'em. The turtle ducks are now just occupied with the feed. They're just having like a little snack after being exhausted from talking so much. And Ahanu's like joined them and just like has like one of the feed pellets just like yeah, like just squeak squeak squeak. Just like slowly
Can't be it.
just like slowly eating
Can't
a
be it,
sandwich.
Josh.
Like slowly eating a sandwich.
Off by the. Can I shout out? I was excited.
You could have let me tell you in my own time when I was ready.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
I'm
you know what we should
sorry.
do? Hey guys, hey, I have an idea for us all.
Does it involve stalking me and Jim?
No.
I'm listening.
Let's go to the health clinic. The health spa. It's
So not a
over.
hospital.
No, no. No, it's a health spa. I was just there. It's really
Oh,
fun.
Spa Sing Se?
No, the other one.
Oh, okay, sure. I love to support small business.
We support small businesses here. Avani,
Yes.
I think we all, well, you both need it.
Can the ducks
I think
go
we've
to the?
definitely earned our spa day.
To the spa. Let's
All right.
go.
You all
To
head
the
off
spa.
to the spa. The sign above the door reading it says Bossing Say Health Spa. And you enter in again. The same woman sees you, greets you, says, "Oh, well, I see you are back." And no. We do not allow animals in here. Shoo, you have to leave now. Shoo. Health code violations. Shoo.
Okay. How about I'll take the ducks and chill with them, and they get the spa day.
There's one more.
And a Hanu.
My baby.
Right, Karma,
All the animals.
you walk off with Bo, May, and Ahanu as Talrock and Avani have a nice little spa day and get super clean. As someone from the Water Tribe who is sort of an expert in water and I guess kind of cleanliness in terms of that. There's not as much like dirt and grime on Talrock. Avani is covered like head to toe, pig pen kind of style, like super messy, super dirty. So it's this weird contrast of like of like them taking like 2 minutes to like scrub Talrock's feet and like, all right, we're good, and Avani's just like 3 hours. But we cut out to the outside of the spa as that stuff is happening. What do you, Hanu, Bo, and May want to do?
I'm gonna tell them stories about my life.
Oh, okay.
Other one.
What sort of stories do you want to? What's one of the stories you tell them?
One of the stories I tell is how I was lost in the wilderness at night and I found this tiny mushroom. And I took this mushroom home when I found my way back and found out it was a poisonous mushroom and almost killed everyone in my family.
All right, so you tell the two little baby turtle ducks and a Hanu, the grown ice rat. Stories of your childhood and youth and what led you to who you are. And as you finish, the spa door opens and out steps a freshly groomed, very handsome and dapper Talrock in a very clean, hair braided, new clothes, looking much nicer and cleaner, Avani.
You're right. This place is great.
It's lit. It's a great time.
Oh no, it's not. There's no fire. It's not lit.
You're right. It's an establishment that's great.
Didn't Aya create lit already though in the universe?
Oh, did I
Yeah.
create lit? Or
Yeah.
did we miss that one too?
I think
Someone-
I don't think you were here for that episode, but Aya definitely mentioned lit before, and it was funny because she was the firebender.
Well then, perfect because I
was
don't know
gonna-
what it is then.
I was gonna say, regardless, someone created lit.
Mhm.
I do remember that.
It's
Awful.
lit. It's not
It's
on
definitely
fire.
Megan. Megan definitely made lit.
I think she might have said it to
It's
Tan
lit.
actually in the last episode.
Yeah.
Which
That sounds
Talrock
about
again
right.
was not there for.
Yeah, technically speaking.
So Talrock does not know what lit is.
Just go ask Aya. I think they'll have the answer you seek.
That's so cryptic.
Well, now that we're all pampered, let's go home.
Or
Alrock, you say let's go home. Karma, you look up at the sun. It is like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh no.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
No.
We're not going home.
Had I known what time of day it was, I wouldn't have said it.
No.
Let's go do things. That's not at home.
Sure. What do you two want to do?
Can I go
You know
get
what we
more
should
supplies
do?
from my duck? Anyway, go ahead. Yes.
I would love to check in with Ambassador Quinn and see what that was at the zoo.
You've already, by the way, bought enough to feed the ducks for like a few months. Like they're gonna be good for a while.
Talk about like other supplies to like, because you're not just buying food for an animal that you're taking care of. Like you need to buy like this
Mhm.
thing for them. So that's what I was meaning, like a bed for them to lay in, kind of situation.
Okay, yeah.
Lonnie gets them hamster balls.
Like little, I don't know.
But they're
what
like
all do you
half filled
use
with
for, like-
water, so they can like breathe out of it, and they're just sort of like swimming.
Hold on, now I'm curious. What all do you need to buy for a duck?
It's a turtle duck, number one. Number two.
I can't just look up. What all do you need to buy for a turtle duck?
Number
And
two.
if you're not a
Don't think
coward,
there's a lore
You didn't look
there.
this up for the platypus bear, so like, what does the platypus bear need to survive?
yes, but now Avani is a mother.
May mama.
I've also drawn a logo for Spa Sing Se. but I
the
can't
competitor.
Because my phone is being used for a Hanu cam.
The competitor of the Bossing Say Health Spa. You have created a logo for them.
Since Spa
Is
Sing
it
Se.
not Boston State Health Spa? The
I was
local business?
inspired.
The tiny business?
I'm gonna
Small
say that as you sort of like wander around the city, try and decide what to do, you do happen to pass Spa Sing Say at some point. Talarock, roll with creativity.
Me?
Yeah.
Creativity? That's gonna be 8.
All right. As you're walking, and you get closer and you sort of pass by, you're like, oh, look, there's Spastic Say. You notice like a very little, tiny sort of sign. It's a little symbol that's sort of like, where like a trademark would go. That is the symbol of a little ice rat on a Water Tribe coin.
Oh,
Yes.
we can't keep doing this.
Backstory. Backstory. Backstory.
Gosh.
What do you mean, Josh? I'm not the one who created the backstory of a large. I'm not going to reveal it yet, but it's not my fault.
You can't keep using my backstory that I want you to use against me.
Is there any people around? Are we just like alone? Like what is going on?
No, there are people like passing through the streets and such. But yeah, as you pass Spasing Say and are talking and such, talk. That's what you notice. The fact that you have 3 animals with you isn't surprising. You see some people have like little ferret-like creatures. There's some with like a little bird-like creatures. They it seems to be normal to just kind of walk around with like an animal or two. Avani, as you walk, you do notice another a group of turtle ducks, 2 adults, 4 little kid ones passing by to go to like the fountain where Talarock was, and they're just gonna swim around it for a little bit.
Oh. Do you want to do a quick play date? I mean, what were we doing? We were on the way to do what? To go see.
Oh, Ambassador Quinn, that's right.
Yeah.
So you eventually all agree and head off to Ambassador Quinn's. When you get there, you can see it's not like hectic busy, but it is like busy, like something important just kind of happened. As you like knock on the door.
Knock, knock.
She opens
Yeah.
she opens the door, like she gets it open, but then 2 little kids, probably ages 10 and 8, no, I said they were 8 and 5, lied, ages 8 and 5, like rush up and just tackle you to the ground. As it's like, yay, you're here. What did you bring stuff? Did the bear figures make it? Did you give it stuff? What's going on?
Talark's just on the ground beneath these 2 children.
Keiko, come on, get off them. We
Can I-
have guests. This is not how you're supposed to behave.
Can I make some more bear figures?
Yeah, roll with focus, reliance, skills, and training.
Be a good roll. Yes! I got a 9. I got an 11.
Okay, yeah, perfect. They're like exactly the same as they were, maybe like a little bigger. And they're like, yeah, and they grab them and they just run off back into the house.
Gosh, I just want to let you know this is the best episode ever. I got.
This is the worst episode.
This is the worst episode. This is a great episode. Eh. Karma. This is
Right
fine. This is
on.
fine.
I'm here. I'm vibing.
Anyway, so sorry about that. How may I help you?
I get up and like dust off. Yeah, just wanted to check in, make sure, first of all, that everything's okay. Second of all, ask what happened at the end of that little zoo escapade. You just kind of ditched.
Oh yeah, well I mean, like I said, I couldn't be seen dealing with all because of political drama and things like that. Thanks for not telling them that I was there, by the way. And we've just been kind of recuperating and recovering. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I just had to make sure that we were out of there before anyone showed up.
Sure. Just a little communication of like, hey, gonna dip.
I mean,
Would have been
I
great,
said
but I
I said at the
understand.
beginning that I couldn't be seen, and
Yeah, I figured, yeah, you've got me. I'm working on open and honest communication with people in my
as
life.
you say, you got me. You just kind of hear under her breath, and that's my job.
This is a rough day for Talarock.
Open and honest communication, and you wouldn't tell Karma what was going on with the
He
arm.
was going to, but he's shy.
I'm just gonna say that you two are speaking in third person right now to each other in character. So Talrock is saying he was going to after Karma. It's like you wouldn't tell Karma.
Can I like lean over? Like, where am I in the vicinity of these guys?
You're all sort of like
talking?
you're all sort of standing next to each other, like in the entrance to the house as Ambassador Quinn is holding the door open on the other side.
Can I lean in to both of their conversations? Like, do one of the donkey instruct two? How donkey leans in to do that. Can I lean in going? Avani was gonna say something, but then Tyler decided to put ice over their mouth.
So is Ambassador Quinn like inviting us in? Can I just go?
She's just kind of looking at you weirdly, like she had the door open of like, come on in, but then you all start talking in third person, and she's like, this might be a mistake.
Thank you for inviting me into your home, Ambassador Quinn. In we go.
Wait, hold on.
You walk in. It's pretty much exactly how you remember it. It just is a little bit more messy now that there's two kids running around again. The Tan is oddly not there. There's another Imperial guard kind of standing watch in the house.
Where's Tan?
Oh, I thought you would know. He's off with your friend Aya. Said he wanted to talk to her, and he said he wanted to talk to her and have a little conversation about something.
Probably just fire bonding.
I'm sorry, what?
Probably just fire bonding. Like bonding with their firebenders.
Okay, sure.
The home you have. I'm glad your kids are safe.
Anyway, would you like some tea or anything, or?
I would love some. Anything to help me stop talking.
All right, cool. She looks at Carmen and Avani. Would you two like any?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, would love some.
She walks off. Starts to make some tea. You get comfortable. You sit down somewhere.
Just like, if you tell anyone in this house about Jin, I'm never going to let you pet Hanu again. Is that understood?
Yes.
Who are you saying this to?
What'd you say?
Who are you saying this to?
Both of you?
Oh, well, you can't tell me what to do.
I am begging you to let me have this privacy from Ambassador Quinn.
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything, but
Ambassador Quinn walks back in with the tea. You weren't gonna say what? Hands, tea.
I wasn't going to say that I liked candy, but I really do.
Well, she gestures to like a little bowl of like like candy that people have for guests. Like, "Mhm."
Thank you.
Yeah, Karma was nervous about just taking candy from the bowl. Didn't want to be rude.
Yeah, so thank you.
Oh yeah, no.
It's really easy.
Of course. I mean, it's the least I could do. After you so, uh, courageously saved my kids. Um, have you any thought of so what are you all going to be doing now?
Um, well,
Well, I'm thinking if things are settling down here in Boston, say I was thinking of a vacation to the islands of the Fire Nation, maybe, just as a little,
Oh, that's that.
vacation.
I think that'd be a wonderful idea. I think actually I think Tan's talking to Aya about something similar. Uh, but you still have that coin I gave you, right?
I think of money.
Oh well, if you use that coin's still gonna be good at the Fire Nation. I'll send a messenger hawk to let them know that if you do plan on it, that there'll be 4 people of various Earth Kingdom where to set them up with some nice accommodations.
I mean, we all are. We're all wearing Earth Kingdom garb at
Uh,
this point,
Actually,
so
Karma, did you change back into your nomad robes?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Karma goes home and changes immediately, as soon as she sends the messenger hawk.
Sends another messenger hawk. Scratch that. It's 3 and 1 air nomad. So yeah, you're sitting there. She told you that if you want to go to the Fire Nation, you'll probably be set up with some kind of accommodations, kind of free or like on her name.
Oh, thank you so much.
yeah, thank you.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be great. She looks at you, Talarock, and you can see sort of like uh a slow recognition that has been sort of taking time, but after fighting with you, it's fully there. I mean, yeah, of course. I would assume that your family would love to branch out to the Fire Nation a bit more. I know that they already have an establishment in sort of the outer colonies, but or, well, not colonies, but the outer cities. But maybe some places in the capital city would be a good idea.
Rock is so uncomfortable.
Anyway,
Yeah, I think, yeah, I think the company branching out would, yeah, I think that would be
oh, yeah. Well, we've also she sort of sees how uncomfortable we are. I mean, we've also I've been getting reports of rumors about some Fire Nation assassin mercenary kind of people causing some trouble. So maybe you might want to check that out. They did say that they were in Earth Kingdom garb as well. So
so. We might be going on a shopping trip in the Fire Nation. Don't want to be confused for assassins.
I mean, you're not firebenders other than Aya, right?
Nope.
We're going shopping for Aya.
But yeah, I
Using
mean,
signs.
if you wouldn't mind checking that out for me, I think they could definitely use your help, especially after all you did for me and my family.
Yeah, we've got a good working relationship. I would be willing to if my comrades were down.
All right, yeah, that's perfect. But anyway, I have to. You hear like a crash off in another room, and you hear like, I didn't do it. If you'll excuse me, I have
Yeah,
to.
you seem like you've got your hands full. We'll get out of here.
As she's leaving, can I just shout out? I would love to babysit if you need some.
She looks at you a little confused as to how you're going to babysit her kids when she's in Bossing Say and you were possibly headed off to the Fire Nation. But she goes, yeah, anytime. And then we walk out the door, close his door. And at that point, you head back to your house. You've been there now for most of the day. The sun's getting into the position of ready to set. It was a very long conversation, a long nice little tea hang. Well, a long full conversation after a bit. You like hung out with the kids for a little bit as well, made sure they were all nice. And as you head home, you find that there is a letter addressed to Talarak on the porch area, and as you pick it up, walk in, you see that Aya is also in the house, and that is where we're going to stop tonight, or to stop this session.
It's just addressed to Talarak.
Yep, there's just a letter addressed to Talarak. It does have the stamp of the ice rat on a water tribe coin. That's all you know. As you pick up the letter, walk inside. Aya is sitting there. Looks like she has something to tell you all, and that is where we end tonight. Or this is where we end the session. So yeah, this was like fun and sad and so many. There's a lot of things. But yeah, thanks for joining us for this little session episode of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes. Thank you again to my friends Kiera, Oz, and Morgan, and of course Ahanu. Hopefully we will have and now I guess Bo and May are also represented in some type of way as we get ready to enter our I'm gonna call it the finale arc of this season. Hopefully we'll have Megan back next time so we can figure out what Aya's doing. Oz, take us out.
Like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next thrilling installment of Avatar Legends Legacy of Heroes.
Yeah.
We filled Quinn in about all the events of going into the zoo, so on and so forth. Quinn was hesitant to go because he didn't have physical evidence. Bless you.
Go back a little bit. Yes.
How could you not say Spa Sing Se?
Spa Sing Se.
You idiot! Josh! Fix it.
Spa Sing Se is a different one. This is the health spa. Spa Sing Se is a fully different spa.
It's their competitor.
Enemies to lovers.
They're a small business.
It's a you got mail situation.
We support small businesses.
I can recover from Spa Sing Se. Hang on. I'm fine. Okay.
Break the session this time.
Okay. So,
You're auto. This is the choice you've made.
this
What have
was
you done to my boy?
This was I remember you making a voice for Hanu. I couldn't quite remember how it went, and I went with the best idea I had as a remembrance, which is just sort of a Hanu being sort of like a bodybuilder.
Lie down in traffic.
I honestly expected this to be about your dead sister, but okay.
Yeah. But my
How many people have a dead sister here? Raise your hand.
No.
Hey, that's 2 hands.